Herod the Fugitive. Antony had been gone but a few months when a most excited and distraught young man whirled into Alexandria, intent upon seeing Antony, and most annoyed at finding him no longer there. If not there, where was he? Where had Antony gone? To Rome? He wasn't in Asia, so he must have gone to Rome. Then he, Herod, must follow him there. For this was Herod. This excited visitor who had paced into Cleopatra's palace on the trail of Antony was Herod. He had now been driven out of Galilee and out of Jerusalem. The Parthians were there. The whole country of Palestine, from the Sea of Galilee to the Dead Sea, was in the hands of the Parthians. They had seized Jerusalem and captured the high priest. He, Herod, had managed to escape, but not Hyrcanus. Hyrcanus, the high priest, was a prisoner and would be taken away, and with one ear bitten off. It was his nephew, his dead brother's son, who had bitten off his uncle's ear. A mutilated man, he could never be high priest again. The whole business was a revival of an old quarrel between Hyrcanus and his brother. It was this brother's son who had now made himself high priest with the help of the Parthians. It was he who had bribed them to invade Jerusalem and to help him get rid of Herod and Hyrcanus. 1,000 talents of gold was what he had promised to the Parthians for their help. Also, 500 women. Think of it, 500 fine Jewish women, all from the best families. Those women, Herod said, he had been able to rescue. He had carried them off by night, by camel, and by horseback to a fortress in Edom. The rest of his soldiers and many followers he had left behind him in Arabia. With only a small guard, as they could see, he had come on to Alexandria to find Antony. Antony was his friend. Not once, but time and again, since the battle at Philippi, when the Jews had sent embassies to Antony at Tarsus, Ephesus, or wherever he was, accusing Herod and seeking to get rid of him, Antony had upheld his case. Now he must find Antony again. He must go to Rome, if that's where he was. Cleopatra could not dissuade him. She offered him a commission as commander of her fleet, but Herod scarcely heard her. The weather was stormy, the sea was rough. It was suggested to him he ought to at least wait until the danger of shipwreck was past. Wait! Herod could not wait. He had no time to lose. Rome was no place to go now. Everyone in Alexandria told him. Did he not know that civil war had broken out again in Rome? Antony would have no time to see him. Antony now had war on his hands against Octavian, or else a peace to patch up. According to reports, Fulvia, Antony's wife, was at the bottom of it. Evidently jealous, she had tried to stir up enough trouble in his absence to make her wandering husband forget Cleopatra and come home. Claiming to look out for Antony's interest while he was away, she and Antony's brother had picked a quarrel with Octavian over the way he was managing affairs. Landowners, senators, soldiers were all dragged into it, on one side or the other, causing an upheaval as bad as that in Jerusalem. Altogether, Rome, they told him, was no place to go. That argument was of no more avail than the others in diverting Herod from his purpose. Why should he accept an office under Cleopatra? Of what value could that be to him compared to getting back his power in Jerusalem, which, by the way, he had a strong suspicion the Queen of Egypt might like herself. As for fear of war and shipwreck, were such fears going to prevent Herod from seeing the one man who could help him? Anyone who might think he knew little about the one-track mind of this intense and violent young man, he would go to any lengths to realize his ambition, and that was now taking him to Rome.